You are Locked On Red Sox POSTCAST, part of Locked On Sports Boston, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the Yankees take 2 of 3. Sox are 1 strike away from clinching the series against the Yankees Saturday night. They never led at any point Sunday, and just like that, the Yankees leave Boston taking 2 of 3 from the Red Sox, take the finale Sunday night by a score of 8-2. Welcome, everyone, to our latest edition of the Locked On Red Sox Postcast. I'm your host, Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer. Major League Baseball on ESPN Radio, college baseball on the resume as well. College baseball on the ESPN networks, Longhorn Network, ACC Network, SEC Network. 10 years in the minors. National host, ESPN Radio, satellite radio, and a guy with a dangerous amount of useless baseball information. We're going to give some of that to you here in the next 30 minutes or so. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we're going to be talking about letting the Yankees off the hook. Tanner Houck not getting the job done and making the start in the finale. Red Sox offense just folded in the big moments that they did have, and they were few and far between on Sunday night. And the new guy did have a nice debut for the Sox as well. We do want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation, watching live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Click on the comments button, introduce yourself, share your thoughts on the Yankees taking 2 out of 3. Are you prepared in the next less now than 48 hours to go into that deep minor league system and go get a starting pitcher? Are you willing to wade deep into that end of the pool? If you are, I want to know your trade proposals, because wherever you start, keep going. Wherever you want to start, top 10 prospects and then top 20 prospects, whether it's MLB.com, MLB Pipeline, Baseball America, add on to whatever you propose for a number 1 or a number 2 starter. I'm not sure if any of them go by the trade deadline on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Saturday's loss was bad enough. Sunday, forget about it, even worse. You can also hit us up on the X at Lennox on baseball questions or comments. Our latest episode of the Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Supply House. SupplyHouse.com is the reliable way to get parts fast. Shop for your next plumbing, HVAC, or electrical job and get fast shipping from coast to coast at SupplyHouse.com. We're opening with a true confession. If I weren't doing the Locked On Red Sox postcast, I say goodnight after the bottom of the 7th inning. I love doing the Locked On Red Sox postcast. And if I wasn't doing it, I certainly would have walked away from the TV and the Yankees-Red Sox series finale after the top of the 8th inning as well. Gone. Bye. My night's over. Actually, my night really maybe just beginning at that point in time. Either after the bottom of the 7th inning or after the top of the 8th inning, bye-bye, I would have been gone. Instead, we're here talking about the Red Sox disappointing series over the weekend against the Yankees. As happy as I was with the Red Sox losing 20-7 last Wednesday at Coors Field against the Rockies, with the announcement that the deal between the Red Sox and manager Alex Cora was official, right now, doomsday scenario, no, not yet. But with the loss, Red Sox are now 6 games above 500. 2-7 through their first 9 since the All-Star break. And I'll say it right here. I really did think the All-Star break came at a great time. 11 over 500 with the victory just before the break against the Kansas City Royals. Now 6 over 500. But that bottom of the 7th inning, the new guy, Danny Jansen, a single. Rodon is out of the game in the 7th. Devers a single. Runners on, 1 down. Dom Smith off the bench as a pinch hitter. Come through in the clutch. Come through right here. This is the inning. This is it. And Rodon had, I won't go into Rodon just yet, but Rodon's out of the game. Smith, the pinch hitter, struck out looking. Then Duran. Check swing, appeal to third, strike 3, inning over. Top of the 8th inning. It starts with an error by the second baseman. Romy Gonzalez just moved from first base to second base, right? Cabrera, later in the inning, 2-run double, bye-bye. 7-2, Yankees add 1 more, win it 8-2. That's your ball game. That's your ball game. And if I weren't here with you right now, which I'm glad I am, would have walked away from the TV. Bottom of the 7th inning or top of the 8th inning. Bye-bye, gone. Bye-bye, gone. Good feelings right now. The positive vibes. Mariners now come to town for 3 games. Low scoring. And Tanner Houck, we're going to get into him in just a moment. But all of a sudden, where are the Red Sox right now in terms of getting strikeouts? The Mariners are coming to town. If you don't strike out Mariner hitters at least 10 times in 2 of the 3 games of the series, I'm going to wonder what's going on with this pitching staff. We're already there. Question: where was Cooper Criswell? Where was Cooper Criswell? I really thought Houck, Criswell, ball game. No, same cast of characters out of the bullpen. Boozer pitching in a 3rd straight game. Cooper Criswell, I know it's a new role, but I would have rather have gone with Cooper Criswell coming off a shutout performance last time out against the Rockies and a victory in Colorado and a combined shutout win, the 12th of the season. I would have gone with him. Houck is done. Hey, he gave you 6, but that first inning, come on. Now, were the balls hit hard? Not necessarily. Judge went the other way. Dribbler down the right field line, base hit. Then Torres came through with a big 2-out base hit. 3-0 after the top of the first inning. Where have we seen that before? Well, we saw that Saturday night as well, didn't we? Again, hit us up on the comments, part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, or you can hit me up on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lennox on Baseball as well. Mind Swamp. Jazz did a Bush League move. Jazz Chisholm he's talking about. I believe Mind Swap is talking about. Mind Swap, really? Bush League move, moving to third base with a 5-run lead in the 9th inning. I don't know. You could say yes. You can make, hey, they brought him in. Got that one more run to make it an 8-2 game. That is down on the list. That's just down on the list for me in terms of things to worry about. If he doesn't get knocked in that situation, rounding the bag at second, he might have already been at third base. So he took third. David Hamilton might do that. Romy Gonzalez might do that. Rafaela, Jarren Duran, they all might do that. And present day, that's baseball. A lot of guys do that. I can't nitpick on that one. Appreciate the comment, though. Will Turner. That wasn't Bush League. Took advantage of the Sox being lazy and unfortunate. 3 errors tonight. Come on. 4 earlier in the week in the 20-7 loss. All of a sudden, it just, you look at it, it's almost like, well, it's laissez-faire. And I have a question. My second one, okay? Where was Cooper Criswell? I understand not bringing Cooper Criswell in during an inning with runners on base. You want him to start a clean inning. But he could have come in behind Houck to start the 7th inning. My other question is this, and I know there was a lefty on the mound, but think about it late. Gonzalez moves to second base from first base. He commits the error. And easy to say this now, but David Hamilton has to play. And I'm going to get into some roster moves that they made prior to the game on Sunday in the next segment. And there's a lot to unfold there. But Jamie Westbrook, great story. And he's got options so they can send him down. But he's on the 40-man roster right now. If you're going to make some moves over the next couple of days, I don't know that Jamie Westbrook is on the 40-man roster much longer. And he's giving you some okay at-bats. He's had some moments, again, a nice story. But David Hamilton has to play. So you put him in there defensively in the 8th inning. Maybe he gets one more at-bat. Maybe it is 7-2 going to the 9th inning. Or rather, they get that run in the 9th inning. Pardon me. They get the run in the 9th inning. But they got those 2 runs. Again, 3 errors in the game. And Tyler O'Neill with the error early on in the game, come on. Wells at the plate. You pick up the baseball down the right field line, you bobble it. Wells is at first base, but no, he's good. Hey, good read by him. He took off, play in front of him. O'Neill bobbles the ball. Another runner reaches. You lose the force play in that situation. Again, you can hit us up in the comments. We do appreciate them so far. Part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Steve Lennox with you on the Locked On Red Sox postcast. You can also hit us up on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lennox on Baseball as well. So a tough one. Again, now 55-49. Mariners coming to town. Jarren Duran. Quiet series for Duran. He strikes out a lot against Yankees pitching. Hey, Patriots training camp is now underway. First preseason game a little over a week away. The regular season is going to start in less than, a month and a half. You can keep up with the Pats with Mike Debate, Locked On Patriots. Mike has every Patriots storyline covered Monday through Friday on Patriots camp. Locked On Patriots, part of the Locked On Sports Network as well. Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day. Coming up, at bat of the night and roster moves made by the Red Sox prior to Sunday's finale against the Yankees. We'll detail that coming next. Locked On Red Sox postcast again at bat of the night. It's one that just drove me crazy, and also some roster moves and some other things to bring up as well. Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Stitch Fix. With Stitch Fix, you get a stylist who understands your style, size, and budget. They do all the shopping for you. I'm on board. It's the easiest way to update your wardrobe this season with Stitch Fix. It's easy to upgrade your wardrobe this year with a professional stylist that helps you find new on-trend favorites that are going to work for you. Just give your stylist your size, style, and budget preferences. Order boxes when you want and how you want. No subscription required. And they send you 5 just you pieces plus outfit recommendations and pro styling advice. Keep what works and send back the rest. Your stylist always sends you the just right pieces, and the fit is always on point. It's like they have Style ESP. Stitch Fix makes it all so easy. Don't like to shop? They'll save you that time and the effort as well. Plus, you get outfits that make you look good and feel really good. And if you don't love something, just send it back. It's that easy. Shipping, returns, exchanges, always free. Style that makes you feel as good as you look. Get started at stitchfix.com/MLB. Get $20 off your first fix. That's stitchfix.com/MLB for $20 off your first Stitch Fix. Stitchfix.com/MLB. Must redeem within 7 days of sign-up. Offers do not include kid fixes. Tough one for the Red Sox. Tough one. Yankees take 2 out of 3, and they're combined, right? Last night, you were 1 out away, 1 strike away from putting game 2 in the books. Did not happen. End up losing in extra innings as well. Will Turner coming back with us. Let's get Will's comment up there. Does it seem like the injuries to Casas, Slayton, and Martin are starting to get exposed more and more as the season goes on? Absolutely. You're using the same cast of characters out of the bullpen day in, day out, night in, night out. And it's tough right now. It's tough. And again, I thought Criswell, he can he could provide a great role in long relief. I'm not talking Chase Anderson role, mop-up role. I'm talking in that role, give 3 innings. He's extended. You can use him, right? I'm not sure when those guys are coming back. We'll have news on Casas in just a moment. But Slayton, Martin, they're not ready, but they're eligible to come off the injured list. Hey, we want to acknowledge our everydayers for making Locked On Red Sox and the Locked On Red Sox postcast their first listen. Yankees never trailed, beat the Red Sox Sunday night, and take 2 out of 3 in the series. Now, the 2 teams don't see each other again until September. 4-game series in the Bronx, and hey, I don't like it. I'm on record saying it. I don't like the fact that the Yankees do not come back to Boston, but that's okay. That's the way the schedule is. 4-game series in the Bronx. And think about this. Alex Verdugo had a positive impact in this series for the Yankees. Now, if the Yankees and Red Sox don't play in the postseason in October, Verdugo, the next time he comes back to Fenway Park, I'll bet $1 right now against myself, nobody else. Verdugo's in a new uniform next year. Verdugo's in a new uniform the next time he comes to Fenway Park. He's probably still going to hear the boos. He's not going to tone it down. He's going to be Alex Verdugo. There's lots to love there. There's lots to just cringe about, especially if he's not on your side, right? But Verdugo, next time he's at Fenway, unless it's in October, next time he's at Fenway, he's in another uniform. Frustrating loss, even more than Saturday's loss for the Red Sox with that game. But Will Turner, again, appreciate it. Alex Cora, mentioning Will Turner, Tristan Casas. Alex Cora told the media prior to Sunday's game that Casas is going to go out and start his AAA rehab assignment with the AAA Woo Sox in Worcester on Tuesday. That starts the clock on his return. So with position players, simple. They have a max of 20 days to go out on their rehab assignment. So you're looking at August 18th being his last day. That would put his return on the road trip through Baltimore and Houston. Tristan Casas has not played since April 20th. So I would dare say that he's going to be out for a majority, if not all, of his upcoming rehab assignment that does start Tuesday. And again, it's the Tristan Casas story. There's more to it than we know. Okay, there just is, because June was a possibility of a return before the All-Star break, July 4th, then before the All-Star break, at the end of July. Well, we're at the end of the July, and he's going out on the rehab assignment. We'll take that. Danny Jansen, James Paxton, both activated, corresponding moves, and I'd say they were expected, right? Reese McGuire, Chase Anderson, both designated for assignment. Tough time of the year when you take it from the human standpoint. A lot of Major League Baseball players, a lot of minor league baseball players on the move, personal stuff, thrown into turmoil. Now, if you're at the big league level, you're traded, you're taken care of. Your current team is telling your new team, hey, you've been traded. This is who you're going to talk to with the new organization. You're going to take your flights out, all of that stuff. If you're a minor league guy, you might have to travel via taxi to a hotel or to a airport that's 2 or 3 hours away. If you're on the road, all your stuff is back in your home ballpark and your home apartment. It's a crazy time of year when you think about that. And as a former minor league guy, I'll tell you, it's just it's not easy. We love talking about it, but it's not easy. It's not an easy time of the year, especially minor leaguers, because you're not flying first class. You know, if your accommodations, if you get stuck with travel, you're trying to figure out the new organization who you're talking to, because your former organization, that's what they are now. They're former. Taking this from Chris Cotillo on X. Chris covers the Red Sox for MassLive.com. Alex Cora also saying prior to the game on Sunday, Connor Wong could see time both at first base and second base, with Jansen getting time behind the plate. Curious to see how Jansen does in the next couple of weeks as he learns how to learns the intricacies of the pitching staff. Maybe a little bit of a benefit, but he has seen these pitchers before in division against the Blue Jays, now his former team. So he's got an idea, and he might bring something to the plate where it says, you're not throwing this pitch enough. We always knew you weren't doing this enough. We've got to trust that one particular pitch. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some sort of storyline like that with Danny Jansen in the coming weeks. Connor Wong, he's got the versatility. We've seen him at second base before, but it's been a revolving door at second base. Vaughn Grissom out on rehab assignment. Did not check on Vaughn Grissom earlier in the day. But if Connor Wong is now in the mix, again, there's going to be other moves here in the coming days and weeks for the Red Sox with players. There's players that you've seen for a while. They may not be on the roster anymore. 25-man roster down to the minors, or designated for assignment and off the 40-man roster. I don't care who plays second base. Just don't commit errors. Stay in there and be sharp defensively. Up the middle especially. Up the middle, it absolutely has to happen. One other move, again, taking him off the scrap heap if you want. Every team does it right now. A reliever is designated for assignment. Somebody else thinks they can fix that guy, or somebody else thinks they can bridge the gap for a couple of days, couple of weeks. But the Red Sox also claiming right-handed reliever Yohan Ramirez off waivers from the Dodgers. He's been with the Mets, Orioles, and Dodgers this season. 32 relief appearances total, whip of over 1.4. Averages just over a strikeout per game. The walk total, not horrible, 17 walks, 43 and 2/3 innings. But I also looked at this one because there was a number 10 there, 10 hit batters. So not that you add that to the walks, but you could almost say, hey, that's a free base, right? So Yohan Ramirez off waivers. How soon does he get into the bullpen? How soon does he get acclimated as well? At bat of the night. This is really the first one where I've struggled, where I'm not going to make it 2. I already told you about Dom Smith striking out as a pinch hitter with 2 on, and that was out number 2. And that was the last real hope for the Red Sox in the 7th inning. But it is a strikeout. Came in the 4th inning. Refsnyder, Wong, the home runs. Devers, a triple. Runner at third, nobody out. Not runner at third, situational hitting. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Tyler O'Neill struck out. Tyler O'Neill is a free agent after the season is over. Like Verdugo, I don't think Tyler O'Neill is with the Red Sox next season. But come on. You want to be an RBI guy? You want a nice contract? I think you've got right around 40 RBIs for the season. Tyler O'Neill needs to be 70-plus RBIs at the end of the year if he wants to go out there and lock himself up a 2 or 3 year deal. You've got to – that changed the whole inning. It really did. It changed the whole inning for the Red Sox. 2 home runs, a triple off the Green Monster, Devers a triple. At third, nobody out. So he strikes out in that situation. Now it's 1 out in the inning. And I wrote down a note for myself here. So let's go back to it. 4th inning. The home runs. And boy, do I wish that Aaron Boone interview was live. When Refsnyder hit that home run, they said it was taped and, no reaction in that situation when he's talking to Buster Olney in front of the third base dugout. Boy, I wish that was live right then and there when Refsnyder went deep. But again, O'Neill struck out. Gonzalez, now 1 out, runner at third. They can bring the infield up. Romy Gonzalez grounds out to the shortstop. That was out number 2. Again, not getting the job done with less than 2 outs. So Gonzalez, then Jansen with a walk, kept the inning alive, and then Ceddanne Rafaela. But the at-bat of the night right there, it's on Tyler O'Neill. Runner at third, 2 runs across on the back-to-back solo home runs. Get the runner in. Put the ball in play. It's not just Tyler O'Neill, but this is my at-bat of the game. Keep the line moving in that situation. The first 3 have reached. Even a sac fly or a ground ball, they're going to concede that run and get you at first base. Did not come through. That's their at-bat of the night. Plain and simple, right then and there. Not scoreboard watching, but really, I am scoreboard watching. Rays lost Sunday. Let's get it right. Rays won Sunday. Orioles beat the Padres. Twins won. Astros lost. Mariners also won as well. Red Sox a tough one. Had opportunities, but once they got in the bullpen, and Rodon, he's going to be part of our numbers of the night coming up. Hey, Locked On Sports has launched the first ever national sports 24/7 streaming channel on YouTube. It's now also available on Amazon Fire TV and the free Fire TV channels app. Locked On Sports Today is here for you 24/7, covering the top sports stories of the day with the local experts on Locked On Plus, our national shows covering every league. Find Locked On Sports Today now available on the free Fire TV channels app. That's wordy right there. Locked On Sports, your team every day. Numbers of the night, and I'm also going to do a little Do You Remember? Explain that in less than 2.5 minutes. So a tough one for the Red Sox. Dropped 2 of 3, just 2 wins over their first 9 games out of the All-Star break. I'll be the first to say not that I didn't see it coming. There's going to be highs and lows of a baseball season, 11 games over 500. You got to that point, you had a little collateral in the back pocket, and now 6 games over 500 with the loss to the Yankees on Sunday night. Locked On Red Sox Postcast brought to you by Supply House. Get supplies from the site that's made for the skilled trade. SupplyHouse.com. SupplyHouse.com is the reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product information to help you get the job done and get the job done right. Shop a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from over 400 top brands and get your order delivered right to your door with fast shipping from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Get expert support and industry-leading service from the friendliest folks in the business, and talk to a real person every time. Pros in the skilled trades can get a competitive edge by joining the SupplyHouse.com free Trade Master program. What's that? Every Trade Master gets access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Join the thousands of trade pros already benefiting from their free membership at supplyhouse.com/TM. Order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies from anywhere with just a few clicks at supplyhouse.com. Tough one for the Sox. Numbers of the night coming up in just a moment. Steve Lennox, Locked On Red Sox Postcast, part of the Locked On Sports YouTube channel, your team every day. This reminder as well, and also a show note. You can also keep up with the Red Sox with Gabby Hurlbut. Gabby, Locked On Red Sox shows Monday through Friday, and here is one for you. Gabby and I are going to be hosting our first show together. That is going to come Tuesday night. You can join us live at 6:15 p.m. Eastern on Locked On Red Sox and Locked On Red Sox postcast feeds as we provide reaction to the Major League Baseball trade deadline that does come Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So 15 minutes after the deadline, we are going to be live again. Locked On Red Sox postcast, Locked On Red Sox as well. We're gonna let you in on what the Red Sox did at the trade deadline. Craig Breslow, I would imagine maybe he's sleeping on it right now. Maybe he goes into Monday fresh, ready to go. I'm not sure there's going to be a lot of sleep Monday into Tuesday. Let's play a little Do You Remember? Do you remember the baseball movie For Love of the Game? One of my favorites. If you say, oh, you're crazy, I can begin and end my argument by saying Vince Scully is the play-by-play announcer for Billy Chappell's Perfect Game at Yankee Stadium. That's all I have to say there. I don't have to say Kevin Costner was great in it. I don't say that John C. Reilly was great as the catcher. All those different things. I just have to say, For Love of the Game, Vince Scully. That's all I have to say. So, do you remember when Billy Chappell is on the mound? And he's about to face Sam Tuttle for the first time. And Billy Chappell says, Sam Tuttle, can't think of a better reason not to be a Yankee. Well, present day, right now, I'm feeling that way about Juan Soto. I'm not going after his talent. He's a tremendous talent. Okay, he's going to get paid in the offseason. But right now, Juan Soto, I can't think of a better reason not to be a Yankee. He's just that guy right now. Hate him when he's in the other team's dugout, right? And if he re-signs with the Yankees, you're going to see him for a long, long time in future years. You do probably love him if he's on your side. But this whole routine of staring at the pitcher when maybe they come a little inside, he did that on Saturday. And he knows the strike zone. He probably knows the strike zone better than a majority of umpires. He took what he thought was ball 4, started down to first base, called back Sunday night. That wears on me for some reason. So Juan Soto right now, for love of the game, can't think of a better reason not to be a Yankee. Again, he's terrific. But again, my scouting report, make this guy move his feet. Make him have an uncomfortable at bat. Not pitch to pitch. Make him have an uncomfortable at bat. And even Judge likes to stare at the pitcher. I don't know if Soto is never going to the mound. He gets drilled and you know it's on purpose and there was intent. He's never going to the mound. He's going to yell from 60 feet, 6 inches away and walk up the first base side. I don't know that Judge would ever go to the mound. I'd be perfectly fine if Judge charged the mound and the pitcher ended up in left field and just ran away from him and let everyone else take care of it. We saw Cal Quantrill sort of do that earlier this week on Wednesday against the Red Sox. By the way, I do want to bring that up real quick because I brought his name up. Chris Cotillo, again, MassLive.com, covers the Red Sox. He was the one who had it, and Sean McAdam had it as well. And apparently, Wednesday, after the 20-7 drubbing by the Rockies against the Red Sox in the finale, apparently Red Sox players were upset because of what Cal Quantrill mouthed to Reese McGuire. Now, Reese McGuire, again, designated for assignment earlier today. It got to the point, according to the online article that I read prior to Sunday's game, it got to the point where Red Sox players were trying to get to the other side of the ballpark and the home clubhouse for the Rockies to get to Quantrill. It also got to the point where they knew both sides were going to the airport. So they were alert that maybe, we didn't want anything going on. Nothing happened beyond that. But the Red Sox were basically asking people in the tunnel at Coors Field, where's the home clubhouse? Why do you want to know? Oh, we'd like to have a conversation. Thought I'd get that in there as well. Numbers of the night, 4. That's one of my numbers of the night. 4 1-2-3 innings for Carlos Rodon. 10 pitches in the 5th, 9 pitches in the 6th inning. The longer he went into the game and he worked into the 7th inning, the shorter the bullpen was. The shorter the game was for Aaron Boone and the bullpen. 4 1-2-3 innings. Now, he's had back-to-back solid starts for the Yankees. But 4 1-2-3 innings, again, 10-pitch 5th, 9-pitch 6th inning, can't happen. Jarren Duran, quiet series. Very quiet. Even in the victory on Friday, it was like, I didn't write anything about Jarren Duran. I really didn't talk about him. Really didn't hit on Jarren Duran. 0 for 5. Did get that final at bat in the 9th inning, grounded out to end the ball game. 10-game hit streak. Now a thing of the past. What's on tap? That is next. Let's get in here. Andrew the GOAT. Second game in a row. Thank you, Andrew. Very bad loss. Yeah, it is. 2-7. since the break. Thank you, Andrew, for checking in with us. Yeah, it's 2 games in a row. 2 bad losses. And really, you walked away last Sunday from Dodger Stadium. You traveled to Denver to open up a series against the Rockies, and you said, should have taken 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. Had it right there. Didn't happen. What's on tap? Mariners coming to town. 3-game series against the Mariners starts on Monday. The Mariners have been on the struggle bus of late. Carl Ravitch, I'm not even going to bring up the fact that you used my phrase struggle bus during Sunday night's broadcast. I'm not going to do that right here. Shame on you. Mariners in for 3. Seattle adding Randy Arozarena in the lineup. Made his debut for Seattle Saturday. Went 1 for 4 in a victory against the White Sox. You sweep the White Sox on the south side of Chicago. Does it really count? Yes, it does. So they're coming in after on a 3-game win streak after dropping 3 in a row. Red Sox are 2-7 since the break. Mariners not much better, 4-5. Seattle can pitch. They added that in Arozarena. They may be active in the next couple of days as well. The Mariners can pitch, and you're going to see it. You're going to see their top 3. Logan Gilbert goes in game 1 Monday. Luis Castillo Tuesday. George Kirby Wednesday. The team strikes out a ton. More strikeouts than any team in baseball. And the Red Sox, Houck, just 2 strikeouts in the game against the Yankees. And he had some 2-strike counts there, too. He could not put hitters away. No J.P. Crawford, no Julio Rodriguez, both landing on the IL earlier this week. Nick Pivetta versus Gilbert, game 1. James Paxton, his 2024 debut for the Red Sox in game 2. On Tuesday, Brian Bayo goes in the finale on Wednesday. And, Sox need length from their starters right now. Need length. Off day Thursday for the Red Sox, 3 in Arlington against the Rangers. That series starts next Friday. Then it's off to Kansas City for a 3-game set against the Royals at August 5th, 6th, and 7th. Before we say goodbye, let's hit the comments one more time. What do we have? Andrew the GOAT. Needed that one. You needed to take 2 of 3 in the series. If anything else, to allow the Yankees to leave Boston still feeling bad about themselves. Instead, the Yankees have life here. It's been a rough month plus, but take 2 out of 3 in Boston. Let's see what they do. They go to Philadelphia. Be an interesting series against the Phillies coming up for them. But now, 3-game series for the Red Sox. Game 1 of the 3-game set against the Mariners on Monday night. Hey, our Locked On Red Sox postcast does follow each and every Red Sox game all season long. We do thank you for making Locked On Red Sox your first listen every day. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts and also on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel as well. Mariners, Red Sox, first of 3 from Fenway Monday night, first pitch 7:10. Again, we go on live within minutes of the last out with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. Again, Yankees, 3 runs in the first inning, never trailed, take the finale against the Red Sox. And the Sox drop 2 out of 3. 7 losses in their first 9 to open up after the All-Star break. Locked On Sports Boston, your number 1 place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team every day.